Most entrepreneurs think that intermittent fasting is making them more productive. But what if I told you it's actually destroying your energy levels and your focus? And guys, I used to do this for years until I realized what it was actually doing to me in the short, medium, and long term. It was actually destroying my productivity. And seriously, I was one of the guys who swore by intermittent fasting. I used to tell people I worked with, I used to tell my friends, my family. I told everybody. I would literally push my first meal to sometimes 2 p.m., 3 p.m., and if I wasn't training, like 6 p.m. And though I felt amazing, I felt like I was high on a drug and I was energized and I was alert and I was motivated, I would always crash out either that day or a few days later. And you might relate to that. What I didn't realize is my body was running off stress hormones like adrenaline and cortisol, and it would always lead to me feeling burnt out, tired, and completely fuck me up. So I'm going to tell you 3 reasons why it's actually wrong to do intermittent fasting. The first one, as I just mentioned, is that you're literally running off cortisol and adrenaline. And so why is this even a problem? Well, when your body doesn't have glucose or glycogen to run for fuel, it has to go through these processes that are quite stressful and demanding on the body and create fake energy, which is basically adrenaline and cortisol. You might feel sharp and focused, but it's literally because you're running off stress hormones rather than real ATP, which is your preferred healthy energy. The way to fix this and destroy this belief with intermittent fasting is just trust me and try it out for a few days. Have a breakfast that's light, nutritious, and has a good balanced portion ratio of carbs and protein. For example, a good meal I like to have is frozen berries with protein powder mixed with some Greek yogurt and some honey. Another meal I might have is eggs with sourdough or rice, a good balance of protein and carbs, right? You can even add some fruit in there. That is a trick, guys. You want to have carbs and protein, good quality, that agrees with your body, light in the morning, all right? That's the first thing. The second mistake or issue with intermittent fasting is you always get that crash from your blood sugars. Why is this an issue? Well, when you go too long without food, then your blood sugars drop very low, leaving you vulnerable to having a blood sugar spike. And what happens to most people when they experience this crash? Well, they might reach for more sugar, or they might have a coffee, which leads to another even bigger crash, to be honest. So the fix to this, similar to the breakfast, is you want to continue that pattern of having a nutritious meal with carbs and protein every 3 to 4 hours from that point for the rest of the day. Obviously leaving time for the evening, about 3 to 4 hours before bedtime for your sleep. The third issue with intermittent fasting is you're eating the wrong foods, which is probably the reason why you did intermittent fasting, because you'd eat foods and you'd feel bad and you'd be like, oh, fuck food, I don't want to eat food. What I can tell you is it's not an issue with eating food, but it's the food you're eating and how you're eating it. What you're doing wrong is probably not having a balanced ratio of carbs and protein, where you're either spiking your blood sugar or dipping it. Or you're having some processed kind of foods without realizing it, without actually looking through the ingredients of it. Honestly, the best hack you can do for this is actually doing a gut health microbiome test, where you, to be honest, it's kind of a gruesome thing. You have to like shit in a cup and send it to the company, but you get a list of foods to eat, to never eat, to minimize, to have sometimes, and you can essentially build a meal plan from that. Make a breakfast, a lunch, a dinner, evening snack, whatever it might be. And your body is gonna pretty much crave that. That is the ingredients and the nutrients that your body actually needs, and you're gonna feel amazing when you do that. The test is like $200, but if you can't afford that, then just focus on animal-based, organic, high-quality ingredients. Picking carbohydrates like sweet potatoes, white potatoes, rice, organic fruit, honey, that kind of thing. With protein, chicken, rice, eggs, beef, fish. Try and get the high quality ingredients. Yeah, I gave you 2 meal examples in the morning, so there's 2 for you right there. Another one you can have is beef mince with rice and maybe frozen vegetables. Put in a pan, 10 minutes, all done. I've also got 2 more tips for you. So number 1 is drinking apple cider vinegar before your meals. And number 2 is going for walks after your meals. This is gonna help you digest your food, reduce insulin sensitivity, and reduce that sugar crash basically that you get, and just help you digest food better and not experience these crashes anymore. Alright, I hope you found that useful. Drop a like if you like, comment, all that shit, leave a sub, follow me on IG, and I'll see you in the next one.